"Don't be foolish. Jump the fence and run." I ended up on the street, and he was Qiu Zheng's manager. Looks like him in for a street escape. Lao Kai suspected Jia Yu was undercover. I sent AIY to follow. AIY found Jia Yu investigating the courier, and undercover within an undercover. He hopped into Jia Yu's car and confronted him. But suddenly, the courier springs a surprise like a cat in the night. They followed him only to find out it was a trap. Meanwhile, Qiu Zheng is in hot water too, surrounded by assassins. But this guy's got mad skills. Even a dozen assassins can't take him down. Jia Yu wasn't so lucky. The courier stabbed him, sent Qiu Zheng a selfie, saying, "Come collect the body." The cops locked in a car by a Grovest time so cute faced a ton press above, ready to turn them into meat paste. As they approached, they seemed destined for gourmet burgers. Suddenly, a car roared outside. A gang leader crashed into the power box, cutting the lights, and Jia Yu seized the chance to escape like a hare. After narrowly escaping, seeing Big Brother Qiu Zheng, Jia Yu never imagined he'd risk getting caught to come back. The manager was whining about the boss' reckless decisions, while also giving Jia Yu the green-eyed monster look for his unbelievable luck. Qiu Zheng snapped at the manager, headbutting him, feeling like a brawl. The manager looked totally confused, while Jia Yu's undercover secret was outed by the courier. Alarm bells rang. If the courier spills the beans, Jia Yu's toast. Qiu Zheng plans to get a passport to sneak Jia Yu out, but vengeance isn't over. Will Jia Yu just escape like that? Turns out, Jia Yu's army wasn't approved, too easy to defeat. After the courier's last mishap, Qiu Zheng secretly planned revenge, capturing one of his minions for serious retaliation. The minion was terrified, and finally confessed the courier's plan to smuggle out the next day. Meanwhile, the courier was panicked, knowing Qiu Zheng was after him. Plus, he lacked strength and planned to use the police against Qiu Zheng. Lao Kai answered, the courier was sharing his location. Qiu Zheng prepared for a manhunt, while Lao Kai led police in a preemptive strike. It was a battle of bug spray vs dragon, about to unfold. Lao Kai advised an all-out attack, yet focused intently on the fight. At long last, both sides came face to face in confrontation, with AIY eagerly desiring to apprehend them, whereas Lao Kai, in contrast, appeared to be savoring the intensity of this nightmarish struggle. As Jia Yu and the courier exchanged fierce blows, their figures flickering in and out of sight, they could vanish from view at any moment. It was precisely at this juncture that Lao Kai decisively ordered a full-scale manhunt. The intense battle was still very much ongoing. Qiu Zheng's knife plunged into the courier's shoulder and painted toward a smug grin, looking rather mischievous. Just then, Qiu Zheng was confronted with an extremely difficult dilemma, and at the same time, the birdie unexpectedly surrendered to AIY, an action that was on the verge of revealing Jia Yu's secret as an undercover agent to everyone. So, without hesitation, he shot the birdie. Meanwhile, Qiu Zheng was cornered by Lao Kai, and it looked like everything was about to reach. The manager came out of nowhere to save Qiu Zheng. Dodging the cops' radar, a real opportunity. Qiu Zheng jumped out halfway, hid in the mountains, and collapsed at the temple gate. What a tragedy. Back home, he received a letter that revealed Qiu Zheng had been captured. What a shock. The letter was prepared by the birdie before he met his fate, opened it to find out his dad was a cop real name Sun Junshu, mind-blowing. Remembering their last talk, he knew it was true. Then Qiu Zheng called to meet Jia Yu. Jia Yu meant to verify but handed photos to Qiu Zheng, who flipped it with flawless logic. Clearly, Jia Yu's dad was an undercover buried within their organization, but eventually betrayed the cops. Qiu Zheng urged Jia Yu to stay committed and continue the hunt for his father's enemies. Talk about reverse brainwashing. Jia Yu temporarily fell for Qiu Zheng's words. As soon as he walked, Qiu Zheng arranged for the manager to deal with Lao Kai, the biggest insider. Before long, black-clad hitmen stormed Lao Kai's house, stabbing him multiple times until he lay in a pool of blood. The hitman bolted right into Jia Yu, only to find Lao Kai turned into a pile of meat. He brandished his knife, demanding answers from Lao Kai, who handed Jia Yu some documents just as he was passing. What a delightful surprise. Just then AIY arrived and Jia Yu fled. Opening the documents, he found the truth. Jia Yu's dad's book was discovered by Qiu Zheng, like a soap opera plot. Turns out, Qiu Zheng once considered Jia Yu's father his most trustworthy brother, but ended up betraying him by murdering him personally, a truly unbearable betrayal.